Hi guys, today I'm going to be talking about the best 5 car games in Roblox in my opinion. First is, this is the best one in my opinion, I'm not starting with 5 and going to first. I'm starting with first is Midnight Racing. It's really good. Now, this one's only best in my opinion because it has a lot of JDM, and that's my favorite car type because, well, I'm a JDM freak. I love a lot of JDM cars. It's my favorite category. I do love muscle cars as well, like the 69 Charger, 67 Fastback. Those are two of my favorite cars out there. But my dream cars, like the R34, and I really love the FD and the FC, obviously, and the Supra. And I know people are gonna go, "Oh, you're a 12-year-old because you like the Supra," but I do like it. And my second favorite car in the world is the NSX, and this game has really good body kits and everything. Like, as you can see, if I go here, I've got a wide body kit, the performance eyebrow I call it, I forget what those are called, a nice GT wing, new lights. The lights could look better, but I still think they look cool. The dual exhaust, which I think is stock for this car, and then the colors, and of course the pop-ups, which is the best part of it. Here, the game has decent sound. I should probably turn up my volume. It has decent sound. It's not the best sounding car game ever, but for Roblox, it's pretty good. It's good physics as well. You can drift pretty easily, or I can drift pretty easily. Some people find it difficult. Well, in a lot of cars it is difficult, but if you know which car you're best with, and I crashed. So yeah, I'm not the greatest with this car. I am good with the GT86, or no, the GR86, the brand new one, the 2022 model. It's got really good handling in this game, but it doesn't have enough body kits for my taste. And then the best car in the game for farming money is, oh, I spun out. The best car in the game for money-wise is the, so there's 3 cars that are really good for money in this game. The GTI, the STI, but it's called GTI in this game. The, Subaru WRX STI is really good because it has all-wheel drive, really good handling. And the 22B, and then the third one, I forget its name, I'm going to go check it out right now. But it's a BMW, and these 3 cars are really good for a specific race that, in my opinion, or actually, I've done calculations, I'm pretty sure it's the best way to farm money in the game. It's not on this map, though, it's on 2018 Tokyo. So you go to BMW, alright, this car, I don't know what it's called, and sorry for not knowing. I guess it's the M3 GTI, or I think it's GT, just GT, but it's really fast. As you can see, it's got great handling, and its weight just makes it better, honestly, for the corners in this game. But then the other 2 best ones for it is the STI and the 22B. I don't have the 22B because it's quite expensive. Or obviously it's not that much more expensive than that, but I never wanted to get it because I like the Blob Eye way more than the 22B, and it's not an STI, and I just like the way this one looks way better. And also this one, I don't know how to pronounce it. Theoretically has better handling, because that's what it said in like the description, like on the bars of performance. This one had better performance. So what you want to do is, okay, this might cause lag, but you go back to the hub. There might be lag in like 3 seconds. Alright, so I'm back in the hub, and there's going to be loud music because the hub is just annoying. Alright, so you click play, go to 2018 Classic Tokyo, and you launch it up. So you make sure you're in one of those 3 cars. So I'm not, I'm in the NSX right now. So go to the STI, select it, go back, exit. Then you go to races, and you find Shotokuo Bullet Run. gives you one of the best amounts of money, or actually no, it gives you the most amount of money on the server, tied with that one. And oh no, yeah, so it gives you the tied for most amount of money on the server and most XP, except this one. Yeah, so it's second most XP and tied for most money. And the reason it's better is because those races take like 2 minutes, a minute and a half to 3 minutes. Some of them even take like 5 minutes, like the clockwise one, where you have to do the entire map. But this one, you just shift into first, it starts, the timer starts, right? And this race completes in a minute easily. Well, if you crash, then it's obviously longer, and I'm probably going to crash because when I'm recording I get nervous. But my best time so far is like 56, 178, I think. Um, while I'm doing this race, I'll just talk about random stuff. Like, on this channel, I haven't recorded in a while, and I'm very sorry about that, and I'm not going to make excuses. It was just pure laziness. And also, I would do, like, more high-end games, like World of Tanks or War Thunder, stuff like that. But for some reason, whenever I use OBS, which is this recording software that I have, it just seems to crash my game, and I'm pretty sure there's settings to change that, but it crashes all of my games, even though I have a really good graphics card and processor and everything. Alright, so I got 56,584. So you can do this in less than a minute, and if you're really fast, you just click continue this, go straight to Chocobo Bullet Run, and start it, and then vote to skip. Then you can farm this a lot. And obviously, you might be thinking, well, it doesn't seem to affect you that much, because these guys are all richer than me, but they use the new code, the 9 million code, and also that guy started off with 5 mil because he is a beginner. So he probably bought a car for 4 mil and then used the 9 mil code. But if you go to all of my cars, this probably ended up costing more than like 25 million, because every car here is over 2 million, except the Sylvia, I think. And then on top of that, I have body kits on all of them, and everyone that has a wide body kit, I put a wide body kit on it, and I kind of regret that on some of them, like the R34 and the FD. So sometimes they just look better without them, but I did, and those usually cost 5,000 for the fenders alone, and then 2,000 for the front bumper, and 200,000 for the front bumper, and 200,000 for the rear, plus 100,000 for the wing, plus like another 200,000 for all of the accessories. So I've spent a lot of time farming money in this game because it's my favorite game, or favorite card game on Roblox. So yeah, that's that. Alright, so the next game is Ultimate Driving. A lot of you might have expected this game because it's very popular on Roblox. Now this one, it doesn't have great physics or sounds, but the number of cars it has is just mind-boggling. Like, they must have spent hours and hours. I mean, obviously they did. It's not a must-have. They did spend hours and hours creating all of these car models. And this isn't even including all the trucks and taxis and police cars, although a lot of the police cars are just new paint jobs and light bars. But still, light bars are also difficult because they have all these new light patterns, all of the siren sounds. And it's a pretty big map. They should change it after, like, how many years has this game been out? Like 5 years now. And now they've upgraded some of the buildings and stuff, but they haven't given any size. Like, on the mini map, there's a large part of the map that you can see that doesn't even exist, which I think is part of one of the other games, because this one's like Westover, but then there's also another one like Utica or something like that. Or no, it's probably not called Utica because that's an office in The Office. So this is the cars that were excluded because I own them. A lot of these are just level up cars, but so my suggestion for this game is well, for you that have played it before, you probably already have the Searcher because it was given for free. It's actually a Dodge Demon, so it's really good. So what you want to do is, or I'm going to demonstrate what you should do with this in my other car, my Tesla. But so do this in this, or do what I'm going to do in the Tesla in the Searcher if you have it, or whatever is your fastest car. So you take it to the highway. Oh crap. Okay, you take it to the highway and you just go up and down it, and you make money for miles. And the highway is pretty long. I don't know exactly how long because I never really felt like counting. Now this way gets boring. So usually what I do is do picture in picture, and then I watch a TV show in the background while doing this. And it's not hard to navigate this highway because it's just simple turns. There are some more aggressive turns on some parts, and I'm stuck. Okay, that's great. So yeah, there's more aggressive parts on the map that are difficult to handle, are on the highway specifically, but I find this part pretty easy. So you can just watch something in the background if you want to, or if you don't, then that's fine. But you just go up and down the highway and you make money, like that guy who's speeding in a Mustang. So the Searcher is the best car that you'll have if you have it, and you're a low level. And then you save up 500 grand for this car, and it's the fastest car until 1.4 mil. So it's really worth it. Like you have to pay 1.4 mil to get a car that's faster than it, and this thing's a fraction of the price, so it's really worth it. And yeah, that's Ultimate. Hello. So this is the third game. It's called Off-Road Trail Slots. It's very fun, and so it's an off-road game. It's very new, so it doesn't have many vehicles. But I'll give you the best suggestions. It does take a while to load. Again, it's a new game, so you gotta give it a break. So the best vehicles in this game are this Jeep Cherokee, the red one, the Toyota Tacoma, the Jeep Wrangler, the realistic Jeep Cherokee, and the Gladiator. Oh, they added a Bronco. I'm gonna test out the Bronco to see what it's like. Actually, no, I'll show you a vehicle that I already know is good, and then I'll test out the Bronco. So, the Jeep Wrangler was one of the first vehicles added to the game because it's a very common off-road vehicle. So in this game, you shift with E to shift up, and Q to shift down, so into reverse, for example. So I'm in first gear right now. It says it's right here at the gauge. And there's a dirt bike just sitting there, which got glitched inside. Okay, so the best speed to cruise at, I'd say, or the best gear to cruise at is 5 or 4, depending on if it's really bumpy. And once you find an area that you decided to off-road at, like here, I'll just turn here. 3 is usually really good, but on some cars it's 2 that's the best for rock climbing specifically. So see, as soon as I shifted into 2 there, I got right over that rock that I was slightly struggling with. So there I have to reverse, and reversing isn't working. Alright, so let's try second, or first, or third. Okay, yeah, so here I'm really stuck. But on some cars there's a winch. There's actually winch physics in this game. So I'll put the winch right here. I'm not sure if it worked. Let's try it. Oh wait, attach. Okay, winch in. Winch in. I'm not sure if I correctly attached it. Let me try again. There we go. Now it's attached. So if I do winch in, alright, and then stop winch, detach, and close that. That got me out of the sticky situation, which is pretty cool. Winch physics for a Roblox game just seems a bit too advanced for some reason. Or like, not too advanced, but it just seems surprisingly good for a Roblox game. Alright, now I'm going to show you the next car. The Bronco, because it looks like it's gonna be fun. Also, the new Land Rover Defender is pretty fun because it's quick. But I gotta check out this new Bronco. It looks really cool. Alright, it spawns outside. So you have to walk to where the vehicle spawns, so make sure you know where it spawns, so you can go there quick, because if somebody else spawns the same vehicle that you did, sometimes they get glitched inside of each other. I'm sure that will be fixed soon. It's just, again, this game's a beta, so you gotta give it a break. Alright, so already I'm noticing the sounds on this Bronco are better than some of the other cars. Alright, I'm just gonna overtake that guy and go to a different trail. To turn on your headlights, you might think it's L, but as soon as you let go, like I'm not double clicking this, this is me holding L right now. As soon as I let go, it turns off. And then with H, it turns on, but it's on low beam. So what you do is you hit L and H. So you hit H, and it stays on low beam. And then you hit L to switch it to high beam, and now it's really good. And some vehicles that have light bars, it will show a little light icon above the anchor. Obviously, the anchor is to anchor it. Somebody's following me, I believe. Okay, yeah, he's definitely following me. So again, for rock climbing, I guess this one's good for 2. Let me see. Are they boxing me in? No, okay. Yeah, second gear is really good there. I got right up that hill. And then for a part like this where it's just bumpy, but there's not many rocks, you just switch into third to go a bit quicker. And does it have a winch? Yeah, it has a winch. Alright. Oh, and this one, oh wait, it shows you the pitch and roll. I forgot about that. Gotta reverse, because I wanted to turn there. So this game's still a beta, so I'm expecting good things from this when it becomes, maybe if people start to fund it or something, like somebody decides, hey, this game's pretty good, it could be better, let me, or not fund, I guess, but help. Somebody who's a game creator is like, this game has potential, let me help you create it with half credit or something. Alright, so I'll just show you the last unique vehicle, which is the dirt bike. It's very fast, so if you want to get somewhere fast and you're not worried about performance at that area, like you're not worried about being fast at the spot that you're going to, then the dirt bike would be your best option, even though it's actually kind of good off-road somehow. Like it has unrealistic performance, I guess you could say. So the sounds are also kind of funny. But as soon as you shift this thing into 6th, look at that, I'm just flying. Not actually flying, but you know what I mean. Here's the part that, okay, here's the part that a lot of people get stuck at. Does this thing have lights? You hit light? Okay, there we go. This part is challenging, especially in a car that, or not even in a car, in a vehicle that only has 2 wheels. So I'd say shift it to 2nd, and turn around that rock, and I'm stuck. Alright, and I've fallen in a hole. So this game's a beta, but if you're into, or I didn't show you all of the paths. There's a lot of paths on this game. So if you want to find one, invisible. If you want to find one that's like, there's some long paths that have steady parts and rocky parts and turns and twists and stuff like that. If you're into that, which I am, or sometimes I'm in the mood for that, then this game is fantastic. Like this guy, he's just chilling here. He's obviously talking with somebody because you can see in the chat. But he's just driving around in his Tacoma, or it's called a Toyota pickup in this. I'm not sure what that is. I think it's the old, I forget what it's called. It starts with an A, I think. So yeah, this game's great for that. And so yeah, I'll move to the next game. Bye. Alright, so this next game is called Project Trackday. It's mainly just like actual track cars, so they take normal cars and they just make it track spec, and there's also race cars. So I'll just show you some of the cars. So this is the starter car. It's a Camaro, but it has GT wings, Pirelli wheels. I forget the name of the bars inside. For some reason, my brain is just blanking right now. I'm just gonna call them rally bars. And then this next one is a BMW. You can barely see it because I don't have this car. I played this game a lot a while back, and then they updated it, which made it so you don't have every car. Now there's like a level system. It used to not have that. So I haven't played it in a while. There's a Audi. All of these ones are just basic car. Oh, you also have the Mustang. Ah, so I think you start off with the Mustang and then you get the Camaro. So backspace. How do I go back? Why isn't it going back? Oh, you know what? I'll just select the Camaro. So there's a lot of cars in this game, like a lot. Porsches, NASCARs, and stuff like that. For this one, you do have to do shifting though. Yes, I was watching Carmighty. So you shift gears, and when this thing turns blue, that's when you shift. That's the RPMs. Obviously, you don't want to go too fast because there's turning points. It's like right here, I see there's a turning point. Shift down to second and brake and drift. That was unplanned. And my car stalled because it's a race car, so it's not supposed to just unregularly turn like that. Also, I badly shifted and I didn't see the turn. So obviously I'm not the greatest at this game, but it's a great game because it has a lot of cars. It has decent physics, like realistic physics. You can race people, you can play with your friends, and you can farm for your dream car, like I did in the Midnight game, the first one that I showed you. Of course, this game takes longer because there's no real strategies. You just have to do a perfect racing line, which you could consider a strategy, but it's just common sense in my mind. I'm not great at racing, so I can't really do the perfect racing line. As you can see, there we go. That wasn't that bad. I handled that pretty well. I'm just gonna do one lap and then I'll show you some more of the cars in the game, and then I'll move on to next game. So yeah, I'm really bad at driving this car. I believe the Mustang has better grip. It also has Pirelli tires, but I'm pretty sure it has better grip. And these cars obviously go really fast. They're track cars, so they're meant for races. Now I didn't turn into the thing because I didn't know where the turn was, so I'm just gonna have to drift this corner here. Yes, I didn't brake, so the drift failed. My bad. There's anti-brake system or anti-lock braking system. So you press Y to do that. There's traction control, TCS, and ABS. You can change your camera. Some cool views here. Like I like this one where you're looking at the floor. And then of course interior. I'd be annoyed if they didn't have that. A and D to steer. In fact, I don't need to say that. That's for every game. And then enter to get out of the car. So you get your own garage in this game. I mean, they're attached, so somebody might be with your garage, but it's not a big deal. So when you want to go back to yours, if you didn't count which position it is, you have to find which one says your name. And don't judge my username, it's still the same thing. I'm thinking about maybe paying 1,000 Robux to change it. I'm not sure. Here's mine. Alright. So you just go to your thing, and so I believe you only get, or you don't get any GT3 cars yet. You only get GT4, but I'll figure that out right now. There's a lot of cars in here. A Ferrari. I'm not sure what that is. Oh, it's the Ford GT. It said the real name for that one. I was surprised. A BMW. Oh, I love that old one. The 1971 turbo. It was like a hill climber car. Um, can't really see what that one is, but it looks like a Nissan R31. Um, the Porsche, but the rally spec one, or not rally spec, the GT hill climb version. Another one. So yeah, it has really cool cars there. I actually want to get that BMW really badly, so I'm gonna probably farm for that. Nissan GTR, everybody knows that one. um, uh, Dodge Viper. What else? What else? What else? I'm not sure what these names mean, like GR5 and stuff like that. Um, so yeah, these are race cars. Like they're built for race cars. You wouldn't ever see one of these on the road, most likely. This one's a Toyota Supra, but with a really big body kit to make it look beefy and more aerodynamic. It's a Jaguar, a Mazda. These ones are like the companies making race cars, so they make money off of these. Like the companies, they set it into a race car. And then of course there's one of the, oh my god, I'm bad at navigating this thing. Okay, Formula cars, Formula One cars. There's only one so far, but it's very fast. And then the safety car Game Pass, which I feel like is reasonable considering all of the other cars don't require but Game Pass to make the safety car a Game Pass car. But this is what you get at the start. A Camaro or a Camaro and a Mustang. For some reason I thought there was a cheap Porsche that you started off with, but it doesn't look like there is. So you start off with these things and you just get XP by doing laps, and you can make it fun by lining up at the starting line and challenging people to races in the chat. And yeah, so that's this game. See you in the next one. Bye bye. Okay, so this is the next game. It's called Driving Simulator, and it's got a lot of cars. I'll show you the thing in a minute, but I have this Ford um, Crown Victoria because it used to be my dream car when I was like super young, like 6 years old or something like that. I loved this car a lot because of its bumper, I guess, and it's because it was in a lot of movies that involved police, which is a lot of movies. Like, I watched action films when I was younger because they were just the most fun. Jason Bourne and stuff like that. So you'd see a lot of police cars in those kind of movies. So, yeah, so I have this car. It's really fast because you can do upgrades on it. I'm not even close to getting the best, all of the best upgrades on it yet, but there's all kind of categories. It didn't used to have this front bumper and the lights and stuff like that, but you can change that yourself. There's missions that you get every day. You have to do all three of them, and then each of them give you a different amount of money. And so you'd think it would be like separated by difficulty, but it really isn't. And if you do all three missions, then it counts as three missions, so you'd get this thing. You'd also get, so your marker would go all the way up to here. That guy's pretty cool. Pink lights on the Senna. I think he wants me to flash my lights. You get a crate that has random stuff, another key. I don't know what the keys are for yet because I'm quite new in this game. And then of course there's all the codes that you can get from their Twitter. And then the last car you get, I think it's a Supra. For some reason I also think you can buy that though here. So you start off with the Bull or an Audi. I chose the Bull, which is just a Mustang. It's actually the 67 fastback, I think. And then I bought this because it had good performance for its price, and then this because it had good performance for its price, and then this because it was one of my dream cars, and also it was better than the WRX, so I thought, why not buy it? So here you can check out all the stats and prices of the cars. It's pretty cool. Like 10 million for a Bolide. The Koenigsegg Carrera is pretty cool. Pagani. There's the Supra. So that's what you get for free. And they categorize it very well. Like if you're looking for a really fast hypercar, voila, hypercars. supercars. I feel like that's not really a supercar, that's more of a track car, but still. Personally, I'd probably go for the McLaren Senna because it looks really cool, and I have 3 of them in Forza 4. Sports cars, pretty cool. There's a lot of them. I would go for the R34 because that's my current dream car, as I told you guys in the other, in the midnight section of the video. And then the GT86, I've seen a lot of people just use that to go around drifting because of Initial D. Tuner cars. So it's pretty cool. It categorizes them. But if you go to your cars, and let's say I go to my, no, you go to, yeah, here. So you have your car, you selected it, right? You can choose performance upgrades. So I've upgraded my engine to the best engine. It changed the speed quite significantly. It's really good. It was already good, but it's really good now. It has great acceleration. You add turbos. I'm saving up for this one. I have almost enough. 250 more-ish, or 280 more. And then tires, you get the slicks because they have the best grip. But if you want to do drifting, then I'd suggest doing street tires. And if you want super grippy but good handling, then track tires would be the best. But slicks are overall the best if you're going for speed and grip together. And then vented brakes, they obviously only add brakes and then barely handling because you can brake better. But the graphics in this game, I kind of like it. It's like a poly design. It's very appealing. And then of course there's the appearance mods, so you can change the paint. So there's a primary paint and secondary paint. I wonder if I change secondary paint. Yeah, okay. So the secondary paint is, I don't know where it is yet, but there are liveries. So the wraps here, and I think you get those from boxes. Yeah. So the keys you use to unlock boxes that you get. So I could buy this for 5,000, and I already have a key, so I probably should do that. I'm just gonna do that now. Oh wait, I have 3 boxes already. Oh great. It needs more keys. How do you, what? Oh, that's sad. Buy 1 for 2,000 or buy 10 for 18. Honestly, I don't need to save up that much. Okay, so open with 1 key. I got the same wrap that I already have. That's really disappointing. I'm gonna open this one instead. Or wait, is it different keys for different ones? It takes 4 keys. Okay. So yeah, you get better ones obviously for different rarities of boxes. Common ghost one, that's cool. I haven't used any of the wraps yet because I haven't found a car that I want to use a wrap on. But these ones are videos. Oh no, that's just to apply it. Alright, no wrap. And I'll open the last one. Okay, so yeah, Halloween based ones for some reason. Then there's accessories, which they've just added a ton. So this section is just roof accessories. I have the lights to make it look like a police car, like the police bar. You can get ones that are all pink, which I think is very nice. Like it just looks cute. Orange ones, so it's like a highway patrol or something. And then if you have like the old Impala or something, you could use these old styled ones. And then just blue ones. They should have just red ones as well. And then the stock is just nothing, but for some reason it has a taxi symbol. And then rally lights sort of things. There's multiple different versions, square ones, and then just a full-on bar, and then more of the tiny circle ones. And that looks very retro, the spiky part at the back. Hood scoops, many different kinds. That'd be for like a GT car, in my opinion. And then actual taxi lights. A bull thing. That would be funny on like an old Impala as well. That's weird. It's a hood scoop. I guess that's for stock car racing. I think that just explains itself. So does that. And then a Krabby Patty. I'm kidding. It's probably just a normal burger. So there's a lot of accessories. This one's cool. It's a jet engine. That would be pretty cool in a race. Somebody's intimidated by your jet engine. And then there's different spoilers that you can get. the one from Back to the Future. It's pretty cool. Hood hood ornaments. So, or not really hood ornaments, but performance ornament things. It's like supercharger intakes, quad turbo setup on the roof. That looks funny. One turbo or single turbo, dual turbo, quad turbo, and then these are superchargers. It'd be cool if those were red on the tip of it. You could do a cool charger build to look like Dom's car from Fast and Furious, and then that one's just an engine coming out of your hood. And then the bumpers, so you have the police bumpers, or the pink one if you want it to look like the pink Senna that you saw at the beginning. And then small lights if you want it to look undercover-ish. And a little shovel, a bow, and a saw. Don't run over people with that one. And then this one's for towing you out of mud if you're bad at driving. And then just little accessories like these bull horns. I think that's hilarious. A little scope if you're Finn McMissile from Cars 2. And yeah, so that's this game. It's fantastic. I very much recommend it if you're looking to just have some fun racing. A lot of people in this game just camp the first race or the around the world race because it's good for money, and sometimes you'll have a mission to do that race. So it's really fun. The map is huge. I'll show you that now. It's huge for a Roblox game, and after you discover parts of it, it gives you a good amount of money. So that's a good way to start off. Like, I'd suggest not buying anything until you've discovered the entire map, because then it gives you a good amount of money to start off with a car that you'd really want. And I also suggest always, when you have a car, or when you have enough for a car that you want, don't immediately just buy it. I'd say save up until you have enough to buy 2 of it, so then you can buy all of its upgrades. Unless it's like a $10 million car, then obviously don't save up 20 million, because you're only going to need 200,000 for the upgrades. But do you see that part? That part's really fun. A lot of people used to just go in circles around this part. It's shift to use nitrous, by the way. I forgot to say that first. You can buy different types of nitrous, I believe, or maybe I'm thinking of a different game. But this part's pretty cool, and a lot of people just go up here because they thought it was difficult to make it up there, but you can do it on one try easily. And yeah, so that's this game. Thank you for watching, and have a great day, life, weekend, whenever you're watching this. If you're watching this on a Friday, have a great weekend, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye bye.